Hello everyone, today we'll be going to discuss about the role of enzymes in food industry. So before going to the deepness of this topic, we'll need to be knowing about what are enzymes, the historical perspectives of enzymes, the role, the food industry, what is food industry and how can enzymes be useful for it. Like we can go through the slides, the dairy industry, brewing industry, baking industry, wine and fruit juice making industry, and meat industry. All these industry directly or indirectly are based on the uses of enzymes and how and when the enzymes are used. So friends, what exactly enzymes are? Briefing them in a small note, a substrate produced by a living organism that acts as a catalyst to bring about a specific biochemical reaction. Enzymes, you can say, they are the biological catalysts which increase or decrease the rate of reaction on the available physiological or biochemical conditions provided to them. Specifically, they are having the active sites on some part of an enzyme which binds to the substrate and then leading to the product formation, which could be increment in speed or it could be decrement. You can say the rate of reaction is increased or the rate of reaction is decreased as per the type of enzyme and its properties. So initially 2000 BC, Egyptians and Sumerians developed fermentation for the use in brewing making and cheese making. They were not they were not aware what about they are dealing with, but definitely 2000 BC was an era where the use of enzymes began. Then in 800 BC, calf's stomach enzyme chymosin used for the cheese making. 1878, yeast cells cause fermentation were identified in the term enzymes for the first name in yeast in Greek. Enzymes in 1926 were first shown to be a protein. In 1980, enzyme preparation was developed to improve the digestibility nutrients of animals in animal feed. Enzymes play a crucial role in the food production chain, like production, distribution, processing, retail, restaurant preparation, home preparation, and like this. Food processing combines raw food ingredients to produce marketable food products that can be easily prepared and served to the consumer. Enzymes used in food industry, talking specifically about what type of enzymes and how they are used, and classification of food industry, like we can say dairy production, brewing, baking, wine and fruit juice, and meat. Rennet, one of the common enzymes which is present generally in the stomach of calf, a baby, or some you can say cows also in a very minute quantity. Rennet, lactase, protease, catalases, all these enzymes have a very important role in dairy industry. Talking about brewing enzymes, beta glucanase, alpha amylase, protease, amyloglucosidase, maltogenic amylase, glucose oxidase, proteasinase, wine and fruit juice, pectinase, beta glucanase, and enzymes for the meat industry as protease and pepin. They, depending on the type of industry, type of the use, enzymes can be broadly used in different industries, different food industry in a variable ways. Talking about specifically rennet, lactase, protease, catalase, when used in the dairy industry, can be used for increasing the taste, for making changes in the food, for fermentation also. Rennet, extracted from the fourth stomach of a young calf, as I mentioned below previously, contains enzymes that cause milk to become cheese. It separates solid curd and liquid whey. Different animal rennet are used for different cheese. Most commonly, vegetable rennet is thistle. Lactase is present in the brush border of a small intestine, artificially extracted from yeast. So you can say earlier in the previous time, enzymes were generally isolated and extracted from the animal sources, but due to increment and due to day by day increasing technology leads to the stopping of slaughtering of animals, and alternative sources like bacteria and fungus became a major concern. So required for the digestion of whole milk, lactase is very important. As the name suggests, lactate, it helps in digestion of the lactose sugar. Used in production of lactose-free milk, also used in production of ice cream, sweetening and condensed milk products. Catalase produced from bovine livers or microbial sources breaks through hydrogen peroxide to water and molecule oxygen. Along with glucose oxidate, it is used in treating food wrappers to prevent oxidation. Also used to remove tracers of hydrogen peroxide in process of cold sterilization. Protease widely used in biological world, hydrolysis and specific peptide bond to generate para-casein and macropeptides in production of cheese. Results in bitter flavor to the cheese and also in desired texture. Talking about brewing industry, protease, beta-glucanase, alpha-amylase, amyloglucosidase, all these enzymes have a very important role depending on the type of brewing we want to do, what type of ethanol or alcohol product, not ethanol we would say, alcohol or what wine, whiskey, beer, what type of fermentation and what bacteria are being used. So variability is there. So in the barley kernel we can say beta-glucanase, xylanase, alpha-amylase, beta-amylase, proteolase. These specific, all these enzymes have a crucial role performing different functions. Talking about protease, peptidase work to provide the wort with amino acid nutrients that would be used by the yeast. Protease works to break up the large proteins which enhances the head retention of beer and reduce haze. In fully modified malts, these enzymes have done their work during the malting process. Malting is a very essential process in beer making. So protease play a crucial role in. Beta-glucanase, as the name suggests, represents a group of carbohydrate enzymes which break down glycosidic bonds within the beta-glucans. Aids in the filtration of mashing and brewing. After the brewing process, in the filtration, alpha-amylase converts starch to dextrins in producing corn syrup, solubilizes carbohydrates found in barley and other cereal used in brewing, decreases the time required for mashing. Amyloglucosidase, it is not a thermostable as terminal. Optimum pH is 6.5. Long incubation result in caramelization of the saccharides, resulting in product loss and increase in impurities. Baking industry deals with the maltogenic amylase, glucose oxidase, pantosanase. Maltogenic amylase has a 4 supplement. It has anti-styling effect. It modifies starch, while most of the starch starts to gelatinize, resulting starch granules become more flexible during storage. Talking about glucose oxidases, oxidize glucose and produce gluconic acid and hydrogen peroxidase. H2O2 is a strong oxidizing agent that threatens the disulfide and non-disulfide crosslinks in gluten. It has a good working conditions, helps proper function of bakery system. Talking about pantosanases, these are the enzymes which exact mechanism is not yet discovered. They have a duff making property and give oven spring during baking process. Moving to the wine and food juice industry, pectinase and beta-glucanase help in flavoring development. It prevents pectins from forming haze and hence to clear solution. So it provides the clarity of, you can see a wine or a whiskey or a beer, they are at all not turbid. So it provides for extraction of colors and make them clear. It breaks down pectin and release methanol. Beta-glucanase, it accelerates all biological mechanisms linked to maturation on leaves, reduce maturation duration, improves clarification and filtration, improves the action of fining agent. Meat industry, protease, papain. Protease cleaves the bond that holds the amino acids together as the enzymes break apart protein, which disrupts the loosens muscle fibers and tenderize it, increasing thus we can say protease has a crucial role in meat industry in improving the quality and the taste of meat. Papain, which is generally found in the papaya, a lot of people used to prefer eating papaya after having a healthy meat diet. Papain is a very important enzyme having a just a supplement of a papaya, is used for the meat digestion regularly by humans also. So, discussing, as we have done all of these enzymes, we can say enzymes has a very important role in our day-to-day life when it comes to the food industry. So, as we have done the brief discussion, I hope you liked it, and we'll be going with the next interesting topic in our next lecture. Till then, goodbye. Thanks.